All right, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. Today is New Year's Day. I've finished my Ford in the last video as far as I will. So let's unload my 1936 three-window Oldsmobile coupe F86 that I got just after Thanksgiving. It's been on the trailer for over a month. Let's unload it. So we were just about ready to move the trailer, and I realized I'd taken all the chains off, and my like super ultra hard to find passenger's door is like right there under that. And I said, I wonder if I go down the hill. I've got it protected with these 3 exhaust manifolds from going off. But then I'm like, if I stop at the bottom of the hill, what's keeping it from smashing the door? So
the doors.
Yeah, smashing. Little side note: the tires are all up. Because you recall I had these taken off a couple of years ago from our RS Capri when we did a 500-mile trip. Mary will throw a link in there. Anyways, they're 14-inch. I saved them. I think we made a bid on it one time when we first got the car. Anyways, Johnny and I changed those with our manual tire changer. It wasn't too bad. We only had one little leaker, which we fixed a while back. So we kind of been dinking around with it. We haven't done anything except for make sure there's air in the tires for the stay. So let's try it again. I'll ease on out of here. And I guess we'll rely on that piece of wood. Should I put a ratchet strap on it just in case?
I mean, if you want to not destroy your...
I mean, if I'm supposed to put the... Then I can do that. Twang! That ain't going nowhere bit. Let's do that, John. Let me get a ratchet strap. Husky brand. 500-pound working load limit. Should be fine. I mean, what else would you use? There's nothing else available. You know, the lady at the...
hooks on everything.
The lady at the license for, because this was an Oregon title and I transferred it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago into Washington. She says, what does it weigh? I said, I don't know. What does the title say? And she says, it's like 1,100 pounds. Does that sound right? I'm like, I don't know. I mean,
I never weighed the car.
I mean, they're from the 30s, so they're not that heavy, but I think it weighs more than 1,100. After I left, I'm like, I'm not going to argue with the government. You know how that goes? Oh, no, charge me more because I think it's heavier than what your computer says. So, of course, I'm not going to say that. So, I don't know truly what it actually weighs. And she didn't really want to research it, and I'm not, like, going to take it to a scale to pay more money on tax. So, you know, we had a system. We worked it out. Okay, I got it hooked to one of those holes.
There you go. Now the car will roll backwards.
Now, don't forget my exhaust manifolds, John. They're going to totally do the job, too.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget these.
Yeah, I wish we lived on level ground.
I wish we lived on a steeper hill. Better sledding.
So, story time with Darian. When I was a young man and in better shape and had a future, I was working at this weld place. And there was this guy that they called Little Bob. And he was little, and his name was Bob, so Little Bob. There was a Big Bob and a Little Bob, and that's where the company was. And Little Bob lived at this place, I don't know, 20 miles from here, and it's up some roads, and there's an old hidden lake up there, and there's kind of like a 70s development that kind of got run down because it's in the trees, and it's all rotten, you know. It's just, anyways, he lived on a steep hill like this. He was doing his own maintenance on his car, and he decided to pull the driveline out because he wanted to fix the U-joint. Well, once he pulled that out, that was it. It was in park until the driveline came up. Anyways, he went down the street with the car, dragging him along underneath, and it went down, and then it hit a parked car across the street. But right when it hit, there was a low spot like this. You know how the driveway comes to the road? And he crawls out from under there, and everybody's like, what the hell? Not a scratch on him. It was a miracle. Good thing he was little. Let's see what happens. Do you remember, John, when I said, that's not going nowhere? Look at that. That's like a guitar string.
Huh?
Knock off all that macho stuff and learn to play guitar. Maybe bass. Anyways, let's get working. Okay, so how many people actually went and watched the first video of me going to Oregon and getting this? I bought this off Craigslist Marketplace. marketplace. I bought it because it's a 3-window coupe, right? If you do a little research, which I've done some since I've owned it, it's a very small number of these. They called them a business coupe. F86 was their code, apparently. I'm not an expert, so put it in the comments if you know more. This one has taken a hit right there. Come around this side, John, so you can see. That whole big side has been punched in. It's just like somebody punched it, it hit a tree, sideswiped by a truck. I don't know. It has your typical, oh my gosh, I'm 90 years old, rust, which we can probably fix up some of that. My goal here is I'm going to make a rat rod. I like rat rods. They're easy. It's in my wheelhouse. I don't get too stressed over them. But that being said, this thing needs everything except for, check it out, Johnny. Scooch down here and look at those Lakewood ladder bars on a Chevy 10 bolt somebody put in there. It's an open differential. But you see those stupid orange lights?
No.
Now you know why those stupid orange lights are there?
To show off that you have ladder bars.
Because in the 80s and 90s, that was cool. It was cool, so we're going to get those working so you can flip them on. Right, Rolls? What do you think of that? You goofball? We're going to get those flipped on so that you can be cool. That was popular to have those traction bars, John, and I'm glad that somebody put this back. The fella that I got this car from was elderly. He had did the front-end Mustang 2 conversion, put a small block Chevy in it. Is it a good Chevy? I don't know. We're going to try that too. So let's roll this off and see what happens. How much damage will cause. Piece of wood, please. Put it in the front tire. All right.
You want this to keep filming?
Sure. What a graceful looking hot rod. Bring the camera over here, John. So, I don't know if you can see. Inside is a running board, there's another fender, there's another trunk lid, some other headlights that are in better shape, the original steering column, the original radiator. You got GM 80s truck, late 70s column, tilt, no ignition. We'll get it all apart here in a minute, take a look at it. But what a beautiful car. I'm not an Oldsmobile guy, but I'm becoming one. I thought about putting a 455 Oldsmobile in it, or maybe a 350 Oldsmobile. But it turns out those aren't very good motors, John.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with a small block Chevy. I'm trying to find a Muncie 4-speed so I can be. Otherwise, it's got a turbo 350 in it. We have another turbo 350. I don't think I have any 400s currently, but anyways, let's move it around in the yard some more.
They're laughing at you.
Do you hear those seagulls laughing at me? They sound just like the floor jack, John. What are we doing here with our lives? Okay, since we got the camera set up, today, John and I, are going to struggle because the car only weighs 1,000 pounds. We're going to push it down this way and try to push it up this way. I don't know. It does have an engine and transmission in it. It's heavier than... Anyways, let's try, John. All right, so after a short argument about the placement of the camera and the frustration with looking at this wheel thinking, oh, that guy didn't center it very well. According to me, I'm not there yet. Push the thing the last few feet.
Push it the last mile.
Last, yeah. Ready?
No.
Now, doesn't that look like it belongs there in my backyard as opposed to 580 some miles away from here in Oregon? All right, let me get the handheld, Johnny, and we shall look at the inside and take out some parts. Okay, so you see this door is missing. It's not missing. It's just over here on the sawhorses. So this, once upon a time, had some tinted windows. This is all destroyed. I remember in the first video I showed of this back 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, a fella, and he gave a comment, and I'm sorry I don't remember your name right now, said, I hate working on 30s cars because of all the wood. Okay, so this is rotted out, and you can see that they have cut and shaped all of this, and you can tell that it was this is like oak or something, I think, pallet wood looking material. It seems like they threw it together kind of quick, and the holes were kind of rough, and you can see that they sawed it without a lot of, you know, precision that we would see today. So now you can see also that this has had some repairs with some screws in it, and it's not aligned. So John, turn that crank. We've got it back in the window track. My belief is that he'll be able to, well, don't force nothing. See which way it goes.
Well, this is rolling it down.
So then we need to be able to just lift this up and move it over.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier.
Okay, let me put this on a stand so you guys can watch. We're going to try to reassemble this, and then, well, the reason the door's not on is they have this hinged right here where the hinge goes through the wood.
In here.
And so I'm thinking I just get longer bolts, and we put a backing plate of steel on there, and we tighten it up, and the hinge and the door should work. That being said, I have this wild idea. Okay, let's back up even more. I believe I can have this done by the first day of summer, John. This is the first day of the year today. We're messing with it. And
So 6 months.
yeah, the first day of summer is what, June something? June 21st, 22nd? I don't know. I'm not a thesaurus.
Are you a dinosaurus?
No. The almanac, I don't know. The solstice. You put this where, I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing. Here we go. So, what is done? Well, that's to be decided. So let's see if we can just bring it over this way. So what is it hanging up? There's a third part of it touching somewhere.
I'm just gonna keep pushing
Oh,
on this.
it's right here. You just had to go, hold on.
Because you won't lift your side up.
Go ahead.
Is that as far as you're supposed to go?
Let me get the screws out of it because this is tweaked.
If that's the case, then this piece of
Oh.
wood ain't long enough.
No, this is bent. The screws are in the way. This is going to be quicker than you can do on a YouTube video. I mean, shorter than...
Longer than?
It needs to be... These are all jammed up. I'm going to have to grind them off, shape that, drop it in. Where does this do?
Alright, just...
It just
goes on with
butts?
it. That's my guess. That would be where it seems to go.
It seems to be like right there. And we can put
And
some...
then this flips over.
It goes in the bottom. Is there a screw in the bottom? Yeah.
There's the spot for one.
All right, well, that tells us where that goes. And we could get some thin metal plates and put mending. You know, like when they build a truss, they hammer those things in.
Sure.
We can do some mending plates on it. I'm going to have to rebuild this over here, John. But because this is metal latch, let me show the people of the YouTube world. Because that's a metal latch on a metal door, and because you know me, Mr. Weldy, let me put this down where you can see. I'm okay with the idea of spot welding that to that part of the frame, because then it's just stronger. I mean, they obviously weren't welding these in the factory. This was all put together. Anyways, my plan here is once we get it all put back together, I'm going to paint and clean, stain, repair all the wood, and then I'm going to get a piece of plexiglass, John, and make a door panel so you'll see all the inner workings. Because all these pieces of metal they used, I don't know how the factory did it, if they just got metal and bent it over or what, but all the locks, all that, I'm going to leave that exposed. It's going to be like Art Deco, you know, because the car's Art Deco. It's going to be steampunk. It's going to be, we'll use copper and brass and stuff like that, you know. But this, I'm going to sand this up. We'll sandblast it, pressure wash it, I don't know, whatever. Looks like there's writing right there. You see that writing? What does that say?
If I use my eyes, I can probably see it, yeah.
Looks like some chalk writing.
Well, you're standing right in the
The
light.
camera's looking, John. Yeah. You can see here that this wood is just separated out.
I think that's actually just rubbed and made shapes that look close. Otherwise, it's an O, a P, like a Y.
Yeah, this is all rotten out. See what I'm saying is we can just replace that wood and mend the stick. It's bent to shape the door, so I can just put another one on top because the window only comes down this far, and we'll put it together. You know, I might not show all that. You guys aren't interested in that. But anyways, that's the door. So I think we can repair that. The other one, let's go look at it. I don't believe it was that bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I just don't believe it was that bad. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of worse. It doesn't have glass. This tongue and groove wood. Kind of hammered. But this is put together better. Okay, so there's some love. You know, it's going to be a couple of days working on the wood. Yeah, okay. All right. We don't have all the inner workings. Maybe in that bucket, maybe in the car, we have some more parts for the window.
We have a whole window crank set up.
Oh, we have it on this spare door right here, John.
Yeah, we also have one that's painted and clean.
I got this spare door. Looks like it has all the... It has some. You know, we're just going to have to work on it. Take a piece here, take a piece there. See what we got. Maybe we'll be able to make it work. And this again is why I say rat rod, because I can make a rat rod. A rat rod doesn't need windows. In fact, I had an idea. I can buy all the glass for this for like $400. But I was thinking clear in the front, tint on the others. Green possibly, like 60s, you know, hot rod, green tint, plexiglass for windows. Thinking about it, or black. I don't know. Well, let's fiddle around with this, get the hood off, and then we can show the engine. All right, John's complaining because I'm taking too long setting up the camera. We've got this off. John, show him what you got. You got a drill. We can't even read the number on this small block Chevy. It's so greasy. There's been water evidence on there. This has a big bend in there. It doesn't have a pulley bolt. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just thinking this was just a scrap engine there used as mock-up, because I'm sure it's going to have water in it. The guy told me it was just a mock-up engine, which is okay with me. It's just, you know, it has a short water pump. So then if it has a short water pump, this like didn't come on. So I don't think it's a 350 is what I'm saying, John, because the 327s and the 283s had short water pumps. The 350s had long water pumps, I think. I don't know. Run the numbers. Go ahead and drill it out there. See what you got.
I don't even see where the numbers are.
Oh, is it blue? Yeah, you've got to be right down here. There's this tab in the way that holds the wire. There's the numbers. You got to be right under there. Somebody had scratched this off some years ago, but then it's a blue block, so it's 70s.
I'm pretty sure this is the same as that one on the screen.
Is it an 01 block? So the intake manifold is obviously orange. Yeah, it's an 01 block, so it's a small block 350. So that's a good block. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's probably upside down to you. 3970010. That's that same engine block as the other ones. Yeah. So that should be a 350. I was watching a video the other day on identifying small block Chevys, and they say that there was 2 coolant passages, freeze plugs, and then there was 3, and it had different things, and 4 bolts this, 4 bolts that, and then at the end of the video it said it didn't matter. It just came out the way they came out. Which, can you read those, John? What do those numbers say?
Excuse me, there's a camera in my way.
What?
So you start out with a VO8241. I'm gonna go with K or an X.
Yeah.
D, because it looks like somebody stamped 2 different numbers on there.
It might have. Then also that video was saying if you have one of these, then it's a 4-bolt main too and stuff, but I don't know if that's ever true. It said it could be hit and miss because the guy gave a really good bunch of videos on it.
Oh, this one's got the...
Yeah. And this one has the 2 freeze plugs, John. Oh, one there and one there. So we need to pull the pan on this one and see if it was a 4-bolt main. We need to pull the pan on that one, see if it's a 4-bolt main. We need to get a bolt put in the front, see if it'll turn. We need to pull that intake manifold off. We could probably do that, see what's inside there.
Where'd your wrench go? I know where to get a bolt from.
Oh, my wrench is right here on the table under my gloves. Where are you going to get one from? That one?
Yeah, the engine is over
All right.
there.
Yeah, you do that. I'll start pulling the intake manifold and we'll look inside. Look at that. I got the young man working.
Oh no, I do work sometimes.
We just realized how big these fenders are trying to roll over them. Anyways, we're going to take that water pump off. John couldn't get the bolt that he salvaged, a bolt out of this other 350 that we got out of that goat pin the other day. And we were trying to put it in. He says, I can't do it. This water pump's in the way. So then while he's doing the water pump last bolt, I also pulled all the intake manifold bolts. We're going to look in this engine. But look at here. These have blue silicone on the end. Oh, you got it, John.
I think so.
When was the last time you saw blue silicone? That's out of the 90s. I wonder if this car was starting to be put together in the 90s, early 2000s, and then that's when it sat. I have no idea when it was between when the man stopped working on it and when it became available. That information was not available to me. It could be years or years. All right, John, can you get that out of there?
No, it wedged itself in there pretty good.
This is hot rodding right here, buddy. Hot rodding. There's a reason people do it on computers now. All right. So let me get my pry bar and let's pop that intake manifold.
Oh, well, you don't need a pry bar.
You're gonna lift it right off of there, strong arming it? It's still siliconed in, John.
Yeah, I thought yanking on it would do something.
Okay, you want me to go get my pry bar now?
No, I'm gonna go get the pry bar.
All right, you go get the pry bar. All right, muscles, go ahead. Pull that sucker off. Don't dent those chrome valve covers.
Well, I don't know where a good spot to shove this is then.
Yeah, you got to figure it out. I can't do everything for you.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing is...
Bad idea.
I had a plan, and then you were like, well, don't do it that way.
I don't want you denting the valve covers.
Well, then
You're one of those guys that would go to a junkyard and wreck other parts on the vehicle to get your part off, and then the guy who came by would be like, what? All the parts are wrecked. This is what the football looks like, John.
Yeah, that's not gonna work either.
Can you just not do it without wrecking the valve covers? Is there a way you can just like put it right?
Put it right where?
Look, I'll hold the camera and show you how to do it. I'll put it right there. No. Right there. No. Right there. No.
Yeah,
all right.
So you're running into the issue I'm having right now. Here, let me see if I can get it through from inside the car.
Oh, we've never. That radiator's a valuable piece. Do not damage it.
I wasn't planning on damaging the radiator.
Maybe the littler bar would go right in there.
Probably.
Stand by. John got some smaller bars. Harbor Freight. Does that help?
No, because I was thinking about grabbing that one.
Here, you might as well take the wire and rush down there too. If you're going down for one. You ever heard the joke about the guy who was using the outhouse?
No.
Yeah, and he went to be done with the outhouse, and when he was pulling up his drawers, a couple of dimes and some nickels fell in, and so he's like, oh man, that ain't worth going for. So he took out a $20 bill, threw that in. He said, well, if I'm going down there now, it's worth going down there for. That's an old joke.
Good for that, man.
It probably was back when outhouses were the thing of the day.
And $20 was worth more.
Oh yeah, it was worth going in then. So that's what I'm saying. Now that those two parts are down there, it's worth going under the car to get them. I bet it's silicone on with blue RTV.
I know it is, because every time I'm trying to jam this into a
You winning?
Maybe.
We didn't forget a bolt, did we?
It's loose-ish.
Loose-ish?
Yeah, if only I had two of these, I could stick it under there.
Well, I put one under the car for you. I need to put down the camera and help you.
No.
Because we have a broken off stud in this back one.
Well, that's probably not helping me.
No, so I would think you'd want to tip it up this way.
I'm trying to get just the whole thing loose. Come on. You know, you're really helpful.
Oh, fun. Working on a car with your boy.
Yeah, throwing the tools underneath it.
Hey, that's just like when you're helping. Don't mess up those valve covers.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I'm only prying on a spot you can hammer straight again.
I shouldn't have to hammer, John.
Well, then you ain't.
All right, let me get a screwdriver. Oh, what?
Get this side to do the same thing.
You're getting a little movement on there.
I'm getting a lot of it. Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're bending the valve cover.
Minor details.
Yeah. You know, most people your age are already out rebuilding the motor, not just trying to take the valve covers and intake manifold off.
What are you talking about, most people?
You want to
just give me the red one?
You just want to use the engine picker over there and just pick it right off?
I was gonna get the red one and.
Here, look, I'll tell you something because I'm old. I got experience. I'll take the red one and I'll take the orange one down here.
I just want the red one.
And I'll flip it closer to reach.
I want to see if I can
yeah, you always want to just bend my valve cover. You probably have bolts in it somewhere.
I don't see any bolts.
Well, let me get the one underneath. You're like that guy that's in the back of the truck pushing on the cab trying to push his truck out of the mud. Well, none of this crap is good.
And now you see why I've been bending the valve covers.
All right, I can see why you're bending the valve covers. All right, that's it. Let's pull the valve cover. Stand by. All right, pulled all the bolts. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, crusty red. Oh my, blue silicone. Who would have figured?
Who would have guessed? Anybody who ever built an engine in the 90s.
It has push rods in there.
That's always good.
Oh, look at how they got.
This one's clean.
Yeah, look how they put it on. They went with all that silicone right along the top of there. All right, John, now do your worst.
I'll do my worst. I'll bend some valves.
Still can't. Well, go get a tiny screwdriver and a hammer and whale it in there and be done with it, John. John, do it. Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Angele.
I'm going to try this one first.
So we decided when we were off camera talking about this for just a minute. Oh, yeah.
Give me yours.
Here, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Grab it. Come on, big strong man.
All right, hold this.
Hold what?
Oh, this is the perfect position for hurting your lower back. Leaned way over on your tippy toes.
I don't see any issues in there.
Whoa.
Except for that guy.
What's that guy?
That guy.
That's all right. Yeah.
There you go. You show
Where's the dipstick? Is there water in this or oil? No oil.
I don't think there's a drain plug.
There's nothing in it. Okay.
From my angle, I don't see a drain plug.
Where's that bolt that goes in the front so I can...
Take this so I can go grab it.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, I'm killing you.
That's a clean-looking motor. Are we lucky enough to have just captured another engine that's worth a hoot?
No.
Are we lucky enough? What size is what's the cylinder heads on this thing? The cylinder head said too much cholesterol, can't read the numbers, have to clean them. What does this side say? Can you see any numbers?
I can see those ones.
What does it say?
I can only read the 2-something, 2-4.
Somebody said 866, I think was the numbers. They're supposed to be the best for this vintage, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember stuff like I used to.
Uh, 462824.
All right. Well, whatever that means.
Or that 8 could be a 6. I don't know.
Here. If it don't turn, are we going to pull the spark plugs, John, and put some sort of spray in there?
No.
I think we should just take the front end off of this thing.
I think we should just take the engine apart.
So how come you said this bolt doesn't fit? These are the same block.
Because I was struggling to even get it lined up.
Oh, I can see why. Did they break a bolt off in there?
Again, it's all the way open in there.
Let's put some spray in there and see if maybe there's a dauber thing or something.
I think it's just full of grease like everything.
It seems smaller than that. Well, maybe not.
All
See
right.
if you can zoom in there. We could take the grill off if we take the headlights off.
I don't want to take the headlights off. I just want it to focus back in there. I'm telling you, it's not not gonna focus back there.
Too many distractions in life.
It wants to focus on the grill.
Very interesting.
Very
It
nice.
kind of feels like it's 9/16. Is that what it was?
No, it's 5/8.
Well, where's that wrench?
I'm gonna go with that one. No, that's an extension. I don't know.
Go get it. Put that on pause again.
So what you doing?
Well, you know what I'm doing.
Dumping rust everywhere?
Well, because these are the bad headlights.
These are good headlights. What are you talking about? They body match color.
Yeah, I know, but the other one is black. Anyways, this is supposed to lift right out
Because it just lifted right on.
because the headlights hold it on with these little pins.
I don't think those are pins. I think
Now,
those are just...
that's probably worth half of what I paid for the car. And then look at that. There's dirt in there. We have to clean that out. But we're not here for that. We're here for this, John. We are here to do this magic work.
the moment of tooth.
The moment of tooth. Can you see what kind of head symbols are on those? The last time we looked at heads, Eric was all over it and he knew what he was doing, but today I didn't bring him with me.
Oh, no, because we didn't think about this when we had
Oh,
him.
well, the weather's good.
That already looks not lined up.
There's a problem in there.
Yeah, it's you.
I think there's a problem here with this crank.
Well, let's...
Yeah, go ahead and try that.
Well, I was showing them this first. Oh, there we go. Triangle.
All right. Whatever that means, that's good, right? Now let's weasel some spray in there. Should just go right in there.
Yeah, it looks like it should.
It's got problems, John.
You got problems.
This has problems.
No, you got problems. It's doing just fine.
You know what? This front end's not even finished. Remember when I was saying the wheels aren't centered? Look, he doesn't even have the...
They're not connected? Weird.
No, imagine that. It's like you're going to have to take the whole body back off, get the frame all put together.
Here, instead of continuing to fiddle with that, I have a different plan.
Yeah, we just put a match, a gas can on it.
Yeah, we could do that, but my plan was just to put the two orange things into some of those holes and then use the red pry bar to just try to rotate it.
I'll just put some bolts into the front.
Oh no, the orange pry bars, just stick them in those, into like here,
All right.
and then just red pry bar. And
Otherwise,
see if
I
it'll
say
rotate.
we could thread some bolts in there and do the same thing. It's not going to turn because none of
we're
these
struggling to find bolts. That's why I was saying just jam stuff in there and turn it over.
You remember how that 48 Ford is all tweaked underneath? Check this out. It's shark fins here where the heat would go out. It's all tweaked like somebody's hit something with it. Yeah, it's a project. Does this even come off?
It's not bolted on there if that was your
You
question.
know what? Let's just put it on pause. Take the front end off because we're going to have to do some welding and I'm going to have to look under my, cause that's a Mustang 2 front end. And we'll look under my Capri and see what kind of setup it is and then we'll just
But that's a
mimic
Mustang 1.
it. Anyways, we'll just look at the mimic and we'll have to buy some rubber bushings and stuff like that. So that's going to have to come off anyways. Stand by.
So what you doing?
So when we were in Oregon, fella Jeff, he kind of wanted that motorcycle strap back. He said, well, I'll get my strap off of here and you can do that. And then he couldn't get it off of there. And then the floor pan and everything got put on. But it looks like it's what's holding it on, John. Is right here. Is this is what's holding it on. But because I have this,
Your strap
my strap removing tool. So now look at that.
You got a strap hook.
I don't know if there's any bolts in the front, but we should just be able to lift this whole thing off the front. And, oh, yeah. Same issue.
Wow.
Same issue.
Knocking the door open.
Oh, I know. You think I paid money for this, too.
Huh, the strap wound up in the
It happens.
grinder.
Hey, what does that fella in Alberta say? That's
Yeah.
truck driving.
Oh, that fella.
That's truck driving. Now, is it connected on the front?
Doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, there's a bolt. This big bolt right here.
Take that big bolt out. I don't even see a bolt in there. I think you're just talking to yourself.
No, it's a bolt. I am talking to myself, but there is a bolt. Lay down here on the ground.
I don't want to. Mostly because you're taking up the entire ground space.
Have me a 9/16 wrench.
Okay. Let me just...
Ay, ay, ay.
Well, how was I supposed to know the tool was put on the table we were using?
You know it.
Let me guess, it's not even 9/16.
No, it looks like that thing is threaded. So maybe there's not a... Never mind, I got it.
Oh, you remember when I said, hey, I don't think there is one on there, and you were like, no, there is.
It's a funny car, John. It's funny that just comes right off.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can see the quality of this guy's work because he got that plated up real good. He put this in there. He did that there. He hung this on here.
Yeah, that's real nice.
He's got the brake lines right here for us to just, you know, finish
up.
the job. His power steering. He's put plugs in it. That's good.
Good. It's clean inside there.
He got these bolts kind of tight. Just said forget it. These are not connected to anything. We'll make a deal there. Come out this way, follow it, whatever. Because now we're working on this engine. So let's... Was there a drain plug in it? Yes, there is a drain plug in it.
Well, I didn't see it from my side, so, you know.
Well, there was no water in it, so that's what we're after.
Was...
So let me go find some bolts. Give me a few minutes. Looks like it was a running engine once.
Yeah. So far, we haven't found a problem cylinder.
Well, where's the rusty one at? You know, there's always one that's got the valve open. Those should be an intake and exhaust always open.
That's...
This one right here is open. And...
Yeah, well, that channel's rusty and that channel's rusty, so it's going to be one of those two.
Rusties, this one's open, this exhaust. So like I say, it was in a warmer climate than where we're at now. And it was inside a shop for a long time.
So far, so good.
So
far, we haven't found a problem.
So now it should turn even though there's no oil in it. There's two freeze plugs on this side. Where's my big red bar?
In my hand.
Well, let's put it on the motor and see what happens. So I turn it the wrong way or the right way?
Turn it whatever way it feels right. I'd go with turning it the wrong way.
I couldn't get a bolt in there, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, I put that down there for you.
Gonna be like that today, John.
You're real good at dropping things.
Well, my hand was slippery, I guess, with the rubber and oh.
Yeah, this is the mock-up engine.
Yeah, it's no good.
It's completely wrong.
You know what? I think we should...
Keep turning it.
Why? What happened? You just heard one snap valve, that's all.
No, it shot water out of it. There's some water down there.
Good.
And I was hoping to catch it. There we go.
Where'd that come out of? The exhaust, the spark plug hole? You see how fresh it is? That's probably Washington rain.
Yeah.
I think this will run. Feels smooth. You know what we ought to do, John? I'll tell you what we ought to do.
Put a carburetor on it.
We ought to cut this video and put an intake manifold on it, the HEI distributor, put some oil in it because we know there's no oil, and put a starter on it because I think we have a starter that'll fit on that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it two hole or is it an angle or a straight?
I don't know.
I can't tell. It's a straight one for sure. I think that's the third hole. So, anyways. Oh, I got to sneeze. I'm so excited. I got to sneeze. All right. Anyways, then we see if this thing pops off. Do we have a carburetor? Not really.
We have parts of carburetors.
I got that 2-barrel in there, and that little Holly it used to run on my M38. That little 2-barrel Holly was a good carburetor.
Yeah, but come on, it's a hot rod.
No, this is just for now.
Just for proving that it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the mock-up engine. It's just...
You notice there's no plug for the, there's no dipstick for the transmission. So that's going to be a problem, but I think I can go under there. Is the torque converter turning? Is there a torque converter in there? No, it's not turning. There's no flywheel.
There's no flywheel, but the rest of it's there.
So we're not putting a starter on it, because we're going to have to pull it either way.
Yeah. I still find that funny. Oh, this is the mock-up engine. It's better.
Well,
it's better than the one we spent time getting out of a truck.
But you remember that old boy? He was only saving good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But since we can't get the bolt in the front, this might not be...
Well, we just have to tap and get a new bolt.
Oh, I think I know what happened.
Let me guess. The hole for this thing is smaller than the threads in there.
I think that somebody used one of those pulling devices.
Oh,
Remember what happened with the steering wheel in the last video? Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, because
just get a drill and
you're supposed to put the bolt back in and then
pull it a little bit.
It's pretty close. So if we do this, I get my puller, we pull this off, and then I think I can go in there with a Dremel too, or my countersink, and go and straighten out the threads. I'm not concerned. All right, you know what? I think that might cut this video for what we're doing. We got a lot of things to do. We got some suspension work. We've got a small block Chevy work to do. I think this firewall, John and I were looking. The 48 Ford is going to go away. I think we've got all the parts off of it we need. However, the firewall, come on over, I'll show you real quick. The firewall is indented into there to where I think if we use part of this indentation, I might cut it out and ruin the cab for the next guy because it has no title anyways. If we cut this out, and then either that could be turned upside down to the way our shape is, or we'll cut it down, but it gives us a shape. I don't think it's going to lessen the value of the cab because I'm probably like 150, 200 bucks on the whole deal, right? And it's worth that much in scrap, so we can always haul it down if we wanted to. But anyways, I think that's where we're at. We got us a big project. In fact, I just filled the backyard with more stuff. Yay, good job.
More project work.
More project work. We might have a good motor here.
Oh, yeah, it turns over.
That's better than the one out of the goat pasture.
The one we spent hours on.
Got blue silicone.
Oh yeah, that's 10 horsepower there.
Yeah, it's actually just this couple of bolts. We could pull this whole thing out and put a flywheel on it because I have a couple of those laying around. And not connect it to the torque converter because we don't want to turn that pump, John, without transmission oil in it. But then I think we have some used motor oil around here, so we don't even have to use new stuff for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, with that, we'll catch you next week.